Here I am today with Laura, and I'm going to show you how to do the kind of quintessentially smoky eye, which is really, it plays with light, it makes your eyes look a lot bigger, smokier. It started in the 1920s. You know, people like Brigitte Bardot have really kind of made it a bit of a hit. Kim Kardashian today is really working the look. And it's a great way to kind of make your eyes look very smouldering, bigger. It's a quintessentially, a classic look, and I'm going to show you how to do it today with a little bit of colour. Okay, so we've already prepped the foundation, under eye concealer, gorgeous foundation, or skin's already prepped, and now I'm going to curl the eyelashes. So look down for me, darling, and then right to the base of the eyelash and back. Lovely little Wonder Bra effect for the lashes. Marvellous. We've got good lashes, darling. Right, now I'm putting a little bit of powder, close for me, darling, on the eyelids to just ensure that when I put the eyeshadow on, it's a good base because it stops, obviously cream and powder don't mix. So when you put the powder on the eyes, it will not smudge or go patchy. So now when doing smoky eyes, for me it's always either got to have a little bit of chocolate brown black, and I like to start with doing eyeliner on top of the eyes and inside the eyes, and then working the colour and the eyeshadow outwards from that and creating the smokiness from that. So we're going to start with a Christian Dior chocolate brown waterproof eyeliner, and look down over there for me, darling, and look up. Sorry, there we go. I'm going to start in the inner corner, dragging it slightly down, and then all the way along the lash line, right deep nestled into the lashes, so you don't end up with any of that skin showing, because sometimes people don't do it close enough to the lashes and they don't get deeply into the lash line, and therefore you end up looking like with a bit of skin showing, which is never great, because you've got to create that real deep smoky look. Look at me, and dragging it slightly up and out. Because the great thing about smoky eyes is that you can, again, really kind of, you can really, you know, you're playing with dark and light, and you can really kind of cheat the eye shape. You can make the eye shape look a lot bigger and wider. Look at me, marvellous. And then I like to go inside the waterline and really rim it. There we go, marvellous. And then slightly do it on the outer edge, so that it's slightly, you get a little bit of it smudging underneath. Right, we're dragging it up outer corner. Look at me. And then joining this, the bottom line to join the upper outer corner. Just create a little V to drag that eye up and out, and then we're going to go over the inner corner, create a slightly feline cat-like shape that I always like, and then this inner corner dragging it up and down, and then joining up this outer corner and inside the eyes and smudging along there. And sharpen your pencil to keep getting that. Look at me straight, marvellous, brilliant. Then take a Hakuhodo brush, a small little smudge brush, slightly smudge it underneath the eyes. So smoky eye is all about blending, and if there's one thing you've got to invest in, it's good brushes. I feel that when you're doing a smoky eye, it's best to keep it simple, and I just use 2 brushes. Laura's got the most incredible pale green eyes, and really when you're using colour, you should always use contrasting colours. So for instance, on pale green eyes, if you were to use these russet tones, that will really pop the eye colour. So Laura's eyes, after, when we do the makeup, we will suddenly become more intense, more mesmeric, and which is what we all want, and mesmeric eyes, and so by using this these russets, they've got a lot of red undertones, so they really pop the green eye colour. I'm just going to do a wash all over Laura's eyelid, up to the socket. And the great thing about this brush is it kind of does all the work for you. It sort of blends. Just put it on and then blend it out in circular motions across the eye. So, and then you can just layer it up if you want. So just put a wash to begin with. This one brush, blending brush all over the eye, blending in circular motions so you avoid any patchiness, or backwards and forwards like a windscreen wiper. Always quite a good, easy one. Look at me, darling. Marvellous. And then with the Hakuhodo brush, the same colour, dabbing the excess off. Look up for me. Just underneath the eyes. And that creates a bit of smokiness, which is why it's called a smoky eye. So by blending the colour with the brush, you sort of, the intensity, you're sort of blending it away so that you sort of get that wonderful kind of smoky, smouldering effect. And then up and out into the outer corner. And we're just going to pop a little bit of this gold colour into the corner of the eye to give it a little bit of a light. So now we're going to go with a little bit of the deep chocolate bronzy colour. I'm going to go along the lash line and smoke that out, just to create a bit more intensity. Mix the two, and then just keep on adding a few more layers till you get the intensity, desired intensity that you want. Right, now I'm going to do the other eye. So again, dab off any excess and a wash across the eyelid. Simple backwards and forwards, windscreen wiper motions and then circular motions. Take a little bit of the gold colour and pop that in the corner for a little, to add a little bit of light to the eyes. And a little bit of the same coppery colour that we used on the eyelid to just rim the bottom of the eye, again with a Hakuhodo brush. Okay, so now we're going to put a few short flare individual lashes on the corner of Laura's eyes, just to, again, to create that. We've sort of slightly dragged the eyes out with the smokiness and just to create, again, a little bit more of that wing, so it kind of, the lash line follows the kind of the way that we've dragged it out, so it elongates the eye even more. So we cheat it with a couple of individual lashes. And when using individual lashes, always use duo. Don't use the eyelash glue that comes in the kit, because it's never very good. There. Go. And 3. And as you dip the individual eyelash into the glue, just leave it for a second. Obviously, by the time you gets to the eye, it will probably be perfect. And just literally pick them up with the tweezer, pull, dab in the glue, and pop right to the base of the eyelash. And just fill in any gaps. When you look in the mirror, look straight ahead of you, and then any gaps that you see, you can just fill in with another lash. Look at me. Great. As with Laura's eyes, she's got perfect eyebrows. I really don't need to do anything. I just literally want to brush them up, and a tiny little bit of gel so they keep them in place, clear gel. But I think it's just very heavy looking when you have a heavy smoky eye and then a very heavy brow. So I just think it's, you know, we obviously like a gorgeous shape, but just lightly filled in. But in Laura's case, because she's quite fair, it's nice to just keep them very gelled up, and they don't really need any of my attention. They just need a little grooming. There we go. Right, and now that the eyelashes have dried, we're now going to put a little bit of Falsies Volume Mascara by Maybelline to just add a little bit more of the false eyelash effect, because we love lots and lots of lashes. Look at me, darling. And start in the inner corner, and I like the full, I think it's all part of the smoky eye effect, lots of lashes to get you that mesmeric look. I am doing the brush vertically to coat every individual lash, because sometimes I feel like when you go across, you clump them all together. So by doing it vertically, you kind of don't get clumpy lashes on the bottom of your eye. Lashes, hopefully. So I'm using my father's artist brush, which I stole from his studio. Unbeknownst to him, I was in there rustling around. I was like, oh, that looked quite good. I like nestle into all the different, cornices of the face. It's heaven. It's actually, it's become one of my favourite brushes. Right, now we're putting a bit of Tom Ford bronzer on. And then literally we're just putting a little bit into the temples, almost where the sun would naturally hit you. It's a bit of a kind of golden girl look, as Laura is, and a little bit there on the base of the cheekbones, and a little bit across the nose, and a little bit just to create a little warmth, but actually just to get a little bit of kind of that goldeny
drag out that holiday.
Yeah,
spirit.
Drag out that holiday, exactly, and a little bit of contouring and structure to the face, but it's more just to kind of give you that kind of golden glow. So now we're going to use a bit of Orgasm, which we love. It's a good old classic. Everyone loves a bit of Orgasm. Such a title joke. It works really well with the bronzer, and actually the gold, and it just sort of, the little gold highlights in it just pick up your cheekbones, and it just adds a really pretty peachy pink look to freshness to the face. So now we're just going to finish off this look by putting a little bit of medium lip liner by My Face. And we're going to go slightly, going to cheat it slightly. We're going on the outer edge of Laura's lips, because she's got great lips, but just to kind of show off the fullness. And it's a great natural lip colour, this. It's like cheating your natural lip, so you couldn't really tell that you've got lip liner on, because it's kind of like a natural lip colour. And we're going to finish off on top of the lip liner with a little bit of this really pretty kind of beigey, pinky, natural lip colour on top of the lip liner, just to soften it. Very pretty colour. Let's have a look, darling. Marvellous. If you want to kind of amp it up and make it even more dramatic and give it even more drama, you can just take a little bit, and I always do it with my finger, because actually I think this product really works well using your hands, is once you've achieved this final look, is to get a bit of this Tom Ford glittery product with your finger and just dab a little on the centre of the lid to give it a little bit more drama, even more disco fabulous. And actually this russet colour really even just adds a little bit more contrasting colour to Laura's eyes, and actually makes the green eyes even pop a little bit more. The russet kind of coppery, yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, darling, have a look. Hope you like it. There we go.
I love it, thank you. I'm such a kind of all or nothing
all
girl,
or nothing.
So this is my kind of dream evening look. I love the glitter, the sparkle as well, amazing.
It does, but with your eyes, doesn't it, that really contrast, that bronzy kind of ready colour really makes the green of your eyes really stand out.
Yeah, I love a classic black smoky eye, but you've made it something more modern and more kind of party. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much.